Hey guys, I'm here. Welcome back for episode 8 of season 4 of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. In the last episode, our gang that got blipped away by this machine being set off have now been safely returned. However, it was at the cost of Ada reading from the Darkhold, which she was doing some kind of suspicious stuff at the end of the episode, so I'm wondering what long-term effects that's going to have, if any. And yeah, that's kind of where we left off, guys. So with that all said, let's get ready to hop in. If you want to see the full-length reaction, as always, you can check it out over on Patreon, or if you become a member of the channel, get you access as well. It is a watch-along format, so you will need your own footage to sync up the time codes for actually the entire episode. Over there, get the same thing for all the other shows and movies that we cover on the channel. You also can suggest and vote what movies to react to each month. It's just a great way to support the channel, help us do the things we do over here. But at the end of the day, I really appreciate and enjoy this reaction. Please leave a like. Drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already, because it really helps these videos out. Huge shout out to the team over at Prepper for helping me edit down these highlights for you guys here on YouTube. And that all said and out of the way, let's go ahead and hop into episode 8, The Laws of Inferno Dynamics.
Out of my way, I need to see him.
How many are there?
How many?
Just the one.
We got a problem. Cops, S.H.I.E.L.D.
Oh.
They're everywhere, man.
Oh. We got a whole force rolling up.
You want us to go to war with S.H.I.E.L.D.? I don't know, man.
Yeah, it does seem like a really dumb idea.
Hard day's work deserves a hard day's pay.
Oh.
Hope you take diamonds.
Oh. Blood diamonds, one might say. Oh my god.
Speaking of which,
Jeez.
you may have to cut the rest out of his lungs.
Oh my lord.
Wants to see what I'm creating? I'll show them.
Oh.
I'll show them all.
Is it a bigger box? It is a bigger box. Made me think of the little box they hide the doctor away in.
Once the situation resolves, we'll hold a full press conference. Hey, thanks for your time.
Hey, thanks for your time.
Press is everywhere on this. We can't afford to be seen working with Daisy or Reyes. He's a vigilante killer.
It's a little more complicated than that, but yes. He's also nearly unstoppable, and he's on our side.
Yeah, those are all very valid points.
Eli Morrow just wiped out an entire S.H.I.E.L.D. tac team with a few shards of carbon that he created out of thin air.
What else is he capable of?
Diamonds.
The similar technology is in play. She could have a solve.
All cards on the table.
Oh, he's gonna reveal.
Ada's an android.
Oh. Wow.
What did you just say?
An android.
Had me fooled too.
He's like, what the fuck am I dealing with?
Forget about the fact that I was mildly attracted to her. That totally goes against...
Oh, I love it.
Agent May, go to Dr. Radcliffe's lab and get Ada. I want her on this mission. We'll dismantle her afterwards.
Oh,
What about my assault team?
what about that?
You got the green light. But Coulson, keep Daisy out of sight.
Only we had some of those masks laying around still.
I'm hoping if I give him something, maybe he'll give me something.
That's what it felt like.
Sorry. Didn't think you'd get stuck on a milk run to Radcliffe's. When this is over, it's time. We are cracking that bottle.
You don't have to twist my arm.
I wouldn't dare. I might whip my ass.
I'm worried something's gonna happen, man. I don't like when we start planning ahead, man. It never bodes well.
Yo, I'm not wearing a mask, man.
It's not a mask. It's a balaclava.
Thought that was a dessert.
What? Never mind. Director just wants you to keep a low profile.
I don't want to wear a mask, but I definitely wear a uniform. He literally wears the same outfit on every
It's over. He
mission.
won't be anybody's boss anymore.
Amen to that, brother.
You need to be ready for anything.
Shards of carbon out of thin air. It's not possible. You can't create something out of nothing.
First law of thermodynamics.
Exactly.
But not Inferno Dynamics.
So how is he doing it?
Maybe it's magic.
I do not like magic or clowns. Or
What
clowns
about
with knives in the dark?
What the fuck? I was going to say, what about magic clowns? And he just kept taking that further and further. He would not like the Terrifier films.
I'd like to look at the new gauntlets after the mission. Check that they're calibrated correctly.
They are, trust me. The effect on my bones is a tenth of what it was. Here comes Burning Man.
That's good.
Any life on your side?
She just call him Burning Man. Nice.
Looks all clear to me, which means it isn't.
I love the way they visualize her speed. That's Yo-Yo, come back. Come back. Oh. 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 Oh.
Like playing with fire, Eli? Let's play.
Yeah, I don't know why we didn't send the immortal demon entity in there first.
I realize how this must look, but I assure you, all of my data is yours. I'm an open book.
Book. Right.
Oh, he's gonna...
That Arch Gateway thing that saved the team on their last mission. Ada designed and built it.
Which proves how valuable she can be.
Based on that book, right?
The book helped, yes.
I want to know more about it.
Oh, no.
What are your plans for her?
Well, that depends.
On?
Her next mission.
I just got hit by a giant fireball. I lost my favorite jacket, and you're treating me like a niña.
No.
Is this thing on?
Yeah. Maybe it's like a sense of control why he doesn't just ghost on the second he comes in here.
Morrow has created a giant battery for himself filled with quantum energy.
Well, not created exactly.
It seems to be having some kind of effect to him. It's like drawing him in. Oh no! Is it a prison for him?
You don't belong here, Robbie. Go home. I will. Once you're dead.
Funny about that. Oh!
What the hell just happened?
Uh-oh.
I'm going in.
Daisy, wait.
That's not her.
There's something in that building everyone needs to see.
The demon core? Seriously?
You could not make this stuff up.
See this beryllium lid? It's a neutron reflector.
That lid drops into place, it'll trigger supercritical mass.
Time out. Are you guys talking about what I think you're talking about?
Eli's made his way through the periodic table all the way to plutonium.
Oh my god. Woo!
Time for plan B. Anyone? Feel free to chime in.
Time for plan B. Now, time to come up with a plan B. So it's good he stopped him then, because if he had gone ghost, he would have blown up.
We trusted you, Theo, Gabe and me. We loved you like a father when you tore it all apart. Why? Become a killer. Well, I guess it runs in the family. You had a good job.
Good job. Those Gueros at Momentum thought they were doing me a favor. They looked at me like they were better, like they were smarter. The condescension in their eyes. From high school to grad school, no one believed in me. They thought I was cheating. They thought I wasn't capable.
Wow. That's how you make villains, man.
I am becoming a god.
You better be, because the devil is coming for you.
What's all this?
Ada thought it could be quite useful.
Ada thinks.
Maybe about electric sheep?
I take it that was a joke and does not require a response.
She's learning.
I think it's time the public sees the director of S.H.I.E.L.D. in action. Walk with me, Phil.
Oh, they were talking about him needing a new look. Is this part of that? Going out in the field?
Results don't lie, they're perfect.
Like being on the scene in the action, maybe? They know he's an Inhuman now.
The Arch. Take it Ada's arrived.
Don't look so excited, but yes, she's here, along with Dr. Radcliffe and Director Mace.
Oh, well then the day is officially saved.
No love for your new director?
He's a lying weasel.
All due respect, sir. That's the most ridiculous idea I've heard all day, and it's been a long day.
I understand your concern, but I'll be right there in the mix.
We're gonna send Yo-Yo back
Yeah,
into that
he is
building to
coming.
grab a hunk of plutonium.
Oh, yeah. Let's please not do that.
We gotta get that bomb out of Morrow's possession.
Sir, maybe you should stick to optics and let someone else handle tactics.
Mack.
Ooh.
You know how I feel about you.
Oh, if you bothered to take the time, you would realize I have many gifts. Reading minds is not one of them.
Come on, guys. Let's stop with this. Will they, won't they? You both want it. Max being a dummy. Get this done. Oh, what was that?
I feel a quake coming. Is that even possible?
Gauntlets can absorb a wide range of infrasonic waves. The epicenter's right where Eli set up shop. That can't be a coincidence.
Something he created in there.
Oh.
Not creating anything. Every speck of matter that makes up every animal, vegetable, mineral, no matter how much it changes, it comes from somewhere.
It's kind of a lovely sentiment, even if it was completely unintentional.
Maybe he is taking it from
Grand
somewhere.
larceny.
You're losing him, Jeffrey.
Yeah, well, maybe if you back me up.
He is stealing it from somewhere.
I'm not some meat puppet who's just gonna smile and roll over on command.
No one's asking you to roll over, but you do have a nice smile.
You step down.
Let's start with the secret plan you cut with Senator Nadir.
Senator Nadir has photos of you in the prison with Reyes and that dead gangster he left behind, Santino Noguera, and she was gonna go public. Imagine the press? Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. working with domestic terrorists and murderers.
You were trying to protect S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah.
Why the hell didn't you just come to me in the first place?
Now, why would I do that? We're not a team that trusts. We're not a team at all.
Oh my god, he's falling apart now.
Damn well better become one if we're gonna stop Eli Morrow from blowing up half of Los Angeles.
Oh, that. Right. Fitz figured that out.
Oh yeah, just nonchalantly throwing that out there. I love this. Can we finally just come together?
See this? This is water.
Can you say water?
See, water's not a base element. It's a compound.
That's a good point, actually. It's not just a pure element.
Next step in the evolution of my power.
Yep. It's a good point.
Creating life.
I didn't think about it like that. Oh, okay, that's a jump.
Sorry to be the one to break it to you, Eli, but you're not a god. You're still just a petty thief.
Mm-hmm.
We found him outside. No gun on him, just this.
Well, that's for you, I assume.
You should be dead.
I get that a lot. Never gets old, though. It means I'm still here.
Yeah, very true. Very good point.
The fact that you're asking how shows how little you know about what happened or what's about to.
I'm not sure if that's an insult or a threat.
Yes.
The core should be placed here, directly underneath the cell.
Time for you to work your magic, my dear.
I don't perform magic, Doctor. Magic involves deception.
Aw.
I can't believe she's a robot. She's so lifelike.
Thank you. I'm learning.
Okay, everyone leaves like we came. In one piece.
What was that look about? Everyone leaves like we came in one piece.
I'm rewriting the laws of nature.
Yeah, but you're drunk on power, or drinking your own Kool-Aid, or drunk on Powerade. I don't know. Every time you steal quantum energy, it causes a seismic rift. The more you take, the bigger the quake, which causes a problem, because, you know, plutonium.
You know how hard I had to work to get here? To achieve what I've achieved? And you call me a thief?
Well, I mean, you weren't to get to where you previously were. What you are currently doing, yes.
Choppy wave.
Did you get the other magnet to Yo-Yo?
Yes, she's got it.
I'm absorbing the quakes as best I can.
How much can those gauntlets take? It's not the gauntlets I'm worried about.
Yeah. The more it amps up, the more damage that's not going to get mitigated.
That bomb isn't a failsafe, is it? It's your end game. It's yours. Guys? We gotta go. Robbie, I need you to fight. Get out of that box.
We had a deal. Let's finish it.
All teams, go hot.
Nice. Yo, what is this? Oh God, she's not in any kind of suit. Oh no. Did they, wait. Oh. Here you go. This is awesome. Has she gotten faster? Because it feels like she's able to do so much more. He's like, where the fuck did this come from? Or did he know that was going to be the plan? Nice. Let's fucking go. Marvel Sparkle Circle. Oh. Oh, she did what she was programmed to do, man. Damn. Dude, look at this outfit, though. I want a good look at it. I think he's got, like, the S.H.I.E.L.D. crest on his chest as well. Oh, what if he stays in the box? He's gonna let go of the chain. He's gonna take him with him. Whoa. Sent them back to the other side, I guess.
It's all right, Agent Simmons. I won't bleed out. The synthetic blood is mostly for appearances. Dr. Radcliffe programmed me to be a decoy. I need to exhibit the proper response to human sensations.
Oh, wow.
It's quite awful.
I'm so sorry, Ada.
I gotta get outside. It's too much.
Whoa, what the fuck? She had to, like, release everything she absorbed. Oh, no. Oh, no.
I lied to you. Quake was here the entire time, but she was not responsible for the danger here today. Agent Johnson saved us all.
Just go with it. You'll thank me later.
Okay. Oh, God. Let's go. I'd just say all those things were a covert op. Taking down that watchdog organization or something like that. Own all of her little side hustles as something else.
Belongs to him now.
I wouldn't count out the previous owner just yet.
Yeah, we don't know what's going on.
Back?
The last Ghost Rider did.
Wait a minute, wait, what?
Long story, regardless. I don't think we've seen the last of Mr. Reyes.
So he knows about all of that. Interesting.
I don't know how I feel about being back, the rules, the regulations, but there are a few things I've missed.
No.
They missed you too.
Those things also missed you.
Plus, it doesn't hurt that the new face of S.H.I.E.L.D. is an Inhuman.
I thought the new face of S.H.I.E.L.D. should be an Inhuman. Didn't mean him, though.
Oh. Oh, he wanted it to be her?
Maybe in the comic book version.
Oof. I'm glad she made it out okay.
I know you're leaving because of me, and I wish you wouldn't.
Why?
Why? Well, it's because...
Say it!
Unless you're saying that we're not friends anymore.
Friends? Is that what we are? And now you say you're worried about me, you want to protect me.
Yes. Fucking finally. God.
Don't call me Turtle Man.
Maybe tonight we do take it at your speed. Otherwise he'd be done in like 2 seconds. Oh, that smile.
And according to Director Mace, Quake was never
Alright,
actually a fugitive from S.H.I.E.L.D. She was working on an extended undercover operation.
Oh! Yes! Let's go!
Sounds like Senator Nadir lost her trump card.
She's an agent all along. That's a smart move. That's an easy move to make.
I'd like to present Agent Johnson.
I'm glad that they came up with that.
Your official lanyard.
Oh, Koenig.
Level blue. What does that mean?
We have no idea.
Wait, is that a new color coding? Does nobody else have that one, or?
They came through with flying colors, didn't they?
Including you and Ada.
Enough to earn her a reprieve?
Enough to keep your program alive.
Well, okay.
From now on, Doctor, all of your work on the LMD program will take place here.
That's wonderful.
Well, we'll see how all that goes.
No, sir. Don't let me keep you from the festivities.
Oh, he's here alone with her. What is he gonna find? What's gonna happen? He was working on that brain.
Oh my God. What the?
Hello, Agent Nathanson.
What?
I'm sorry. I know how this feels.
Oh. Well, there we go. There we have it. Oh, wait, we're not done. It's gonna be a... Oh, wait. Wait.
I'm okay. It's just a little burn. Anyone want the milk?
Oh, no.
Once we crack that bottle, it's open. No going back.
That's not the real May. That's what she's been doing. She's been making more and replacing them slowly.
I'm right where I belong.
Oh my God. I thought we were getting a Pinocchio thing and she was going to use some magic bullshit that she got from the Darkhold to make herself a real human body. And no, she's just like, you know what? Maybe there should be more of me. And what happened to her safeguards? What happened to all of that? Is that part of it? Is that a side effect of the Darkhold? You know, she's not supposed to do what she just did. She just snapped that dude's neck. What the fuck? I knew something eerie was going on. Obviously, you set that up. It's not going to bode well. Now it's got the whole green light. Just after all of that, too, and now this is happening. How long has this been a replacement? Was it since she was here and being left with Ada in Ada's care? Or did this happen at some point off screen? I'm so confused. I mean, it would have had to have been, I would assume, after the gate. But then when am I missing? When would that have happened? Because if it was pre-Darkhold, that means she was just always doing this behind the scenes. What in the world? Unless there's some piece of this I'm just not putting together at the moment. That is wholly unexpected. So, wow. We've got a fucking... Oh, no. Wow. Man, I'm not gonna lie, this is already starting off better than Secret Invasion. God damn. Okay, so Eli was not actually able to create matter from nothing. He was drawing energy from the other side, from the other plane, this quantum energy, and using that to manifest all these things. And because he is siphoning, stealing even that energy, those particles from somewhere else to manifest his creations, that destabilization from the act of taking it is causing these quakes in this like rift to kind of shred open a little bit. Like it's almost like this friction between the two planes, and that if he kept it up, like who knows what would happen, you know. And I love that everybody played a really strong part in this, and the fact that Ada, like, God, dude, I even got misty when Ada took those shots because I felt bad. In order for her to simulate being a decoy so that she sell the narrative that she's the person she's the decoy of, she would have to have those physical pain responses. Like, that is some eerie, kind of messed up shit to have to, like, instill onto something, real or not. Like, it's just, like, this surreal, like, complication that you have to confront. And I got emotional when that happened, when she took those shots, because that was what she was programmed to do. And she did that, and then, I don't know, man. Anyway, and then everybody else kind of came together, and then Daisy's here on the mission as well, absorbing the shockwaves from this tear. Fucking Mace, suited up. He's got his own little superhero suit as well with the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. logo, participated in all of this, you know, because everything just came out on the table here. His deal with the deer. And then they were just out of this. He was just, and he started to just fall apart. He's like, damn, he was like, we're not a team. No one trusts anybody. And like, yeah, he was put in a really difficult position. He was trying to do what he thought was best in the moment for S.H.I.E.L.D. as an organization. Yeah, I like that everybody just put everything on the table though. And I think it leveled everybody out in a way. Like, he's always been playing things a little too safe because of that fear of that destabilization. You know, because S.H.I.E.L.D. right now has been built on a quaky foundation, no pun intended. So I like that all that came out, they aired it out, and they talked about it, and they were all kind of on the same page, and now I think he kind of understands where we're coming from, how to utilize assets, even if there are some pros and cons to doing so. If you need to get the job done, you need to get the job done. That's how kind of Coulson's seen it at this point. And he also trusts these people, and he knows that sometimes there's some of these gray areas, especially when it comes to Robbie, and especially with Daisy. And the fact that he covered for Daisy when she was like, she absorbed so much of that energy that she needed to just get it out of her body before God knows what would happen to her. So she went out, she went, boom, bounced into the sky, released it all, and then came back. But unfortunately, there was just the media swarm right then and there, and exposing the fact that she was actually here and part of this operation. But thank God for Mace pulling that card, because I was like, hey, that's an easy out right there. Just say that. You know, it's confidential. You don't have to be forthright with everything, at least in the moment while these things are going on. Like, part of the whole story, part of the cover is that she's disavowed and doing all this stuff and on her own. But I love that he came around and he covered for her and be like, I don't know, she was on a secret assignment, she was undercover, so that's what we had to tell everybody. But no, she was still actually actively an agent the entire time, while she really wasn't. But it was a great story to cover their ass in the wake of this, like, revelation to the media, especially considering everything that's been going on, and to save face with S.H.I.E.L.D. as well, and also kind of, you know, reset the public opinion on Daisy also. Great stuff. You know, meanwhile, though, speaking of Robbie, you know, he got trapped in this box, like, hunting down his uncle, confronting him. And, you know, while he was trapped in this container, which was this, again, like we've seen with the little batteries, like this thing to draw from that other world, to draw that energy for his creations. But really, all he was really wanting to do was just blow them all to kingdom come and get away. Like, he was trying to just get rid of everybody that was a thorn in his side so that he can be left unchallenged. You know, he wanted these people, these hired goons, to help him take out S.H.I.E.L.D., but then he was like, we just at least need to lure him here, and he was just going to detonate this place. I guess that was the plan in and of itself while he's still testing the waters. But I understand where he's coming from, especially coming from his neighborhood, coming from his background. On top of that, just the overall, like, systemic kind of racism that is built into a lot of these institutions. You know, like, he had to prove so much more than anybody else would have, and that he earned his PhD, that he wasn't cheating, that he wasn't whatever, whether or not he had like a colorful past or whatever. You know, some people do, man. Not everybody has the privilege of starting in the same place or a well-off place as other people. And he put in the work to earn all of that knowledge, but still they always kept him at arm's length, kept him at a distance, kept him outside of the room as if he got here by some ill-conceived method. That in and of itself can breed these negative emotions already innately, obviously. And that's all of that the Darkhold preyed upon once he finally got in there. He's like, they felt like I wasn't good enough or worthy enough to access this knowledge. And then he did, and then it just, then all of that ego, all of that anger, all of that, those negative emotions that were fostered and watered by the way that he was treated his entire life, blossomed into what we saw here today, and he wasn't really able to see that. Even when Coulson was like talking to him and trying to reason with him, he was taking everything as a personal challenge to his intellect, to his ability, to his knowledge, and that's not what was happening. But this whole thing, these emotions, this revelation, this new information that he took in, let it get to his head, and he got a little blind to everything. Even so much so he's attacking his nephew, all this other stuff, and then it just resulted in Robbie having to forego the whole plan and just take him down with him. You know, they were trying to get this place out of here using that gate to return that energy back to the quantum realm, or whatever that realm is, because it's not quite the quantum realm. It's just like, again, this other it's like this in-between, like this layer between the two realities. But the deeper you go, I presume you also wind up in hell, because that's another thing that we tie to, which I'm wondering if hell is in the quantum realm, or if hell is separate, or if they just, the way you get there is through the similar kinds of rifts. I got a lot of questions about that, because again, like, speaking of rifts, when Coulson was being dragged down, there was that shardic kind of like Doctor Strangey mirror verse, and like, hell, even like when they breach through those planes, when the ships like punch through those wormholes and stuff to travel through space at great distances, we've seen before, has like this kind of mirror aesthetic to it, and that's kind of what we saw there. So maybe it's a little bit of all of that, this prismatic kind of thing, though it was like black, like this abyss. Maybe all of that is a vehicle towards getting to all of these different planes of existences. So there's this bleed over of quantum energy, and that's what they were siphoning from. But I don't know, man. I thought that was wild. He finally ghosted up one more time and just took him with him as they were ported to the other side. He was like, I told you, we made a deal. One more time, you settle my scores, I'll settle yours. That means we got to go down there and settle yours. So I loved all of that, man. There was some really, really great stuff in this. So I guess we're done with this core, because I think, like as some people explained, some of the seasons have now been broken up into these 3 cores, these 3 individual segments that have an overarching kind of connective tissue. I imagine at this point, maybe this is the last time we've seen Robbie. And also something that I even just realized, like last episode, and I was like, we still have not found a way to bring Ward back. I guess that really was his goodbye. I really thought with us opening this gateway to the other dimension, to ghosts and spirits and stuff like that, he was killed in the last season, but I thought their way to bring him back, or bring that character back, it was like after he was like taken over by Hive, killed by Hive, and then his body was taken over. Once that was all laid to rest, so his soul and body are both dead, he may be on the other side. So if we had the Ghost Rider, we had all these other supernatural elements, and we had these ghosts, that maybe he would reappear as a specter, or maybe even find some way via the Darkhold to come back and return to life. But no, still no Ward. I'm really shocked that we haven't brought him back in some way, shape, or form at the moment. I miss it, man. I miss him. But Daisy's back on the team, and we also learned that he had originally intended for her to take over as the director. He wanted her to be the Inhuman that was the face of all of this, but then she left. And I love that little line she had, well, maybe in the comic book version, because I'm pretty sure that is the case, if I remember correctly. But that's awesome, man. All of this is great. She's back. You know, as complicated as that is, she's back. I love that whole... I love this episode. I love the way they structured this story, because it was all nice, tight. Everything served a purpose. It's like strong. Like, again, the writing is so good at keeping this all relevant. There's no like gaps, there's no padding, there's no nothing. Everything matters in the grand scheme of things, and I love the way they've done that. You know, when Eric Wallace took over The Flash, he tried to mimic this, but it never quite panned out, and it was never really that smooth. His first season there was pretty okay. It was pretty decent trying to mimic the structure in a way, but after everything happened in the world, it never recovered, really. You know, but the previously before that, though, they were going full season stuff. You know, you had your one-off episodes. You had your things that, you know, the Freak of the Week episodes and stuff like that. And not everything like this show is tied into the narrative like that. And that's what I really, really like about this. It's really, really well done. Mack and Yo-Yo finally have kissed. I don't know how she's tolerated this all this time with all the mixed signals he's given, or not even mixed signals, but, well, I guess, yeah, it's a little mixed, because, like, he does act this way when she's around, but then, like, he never really follows up on anything. And, like, it's so obvious that they both, like, have the hots for one another, but then no one's doing shit about it. And I don't know who this Hope was that we saw in there, because he did mention it was, like, part of the problem was he's been in a really dark place recently. Was that like a loved one, like an ex, wife, girlfriend, something, whatever, I don't know. Or maybe it was just like a family member and he was just in a bad headspace. But like somebody in the comments did confirm that's the first we've heard of the Hope thing. But I'm just glad that we finally got through that. And speaking of comments, I did see that a bunch of people mentioned that between episodes 8 and 9, so after this and before the next episode, there is like a couple of mini episodes that were originally released on, I think, ABC.com, called Slingshot. It's like a mini web series that kind of, I guess, fills in a little bit of the gap here. So I don't know if that's going to be its own video or if I'll include it in episode 9, like as a little preamble. I'm not sure how I'm going to handle that yet, but I will include that. I will include that before going into episode 9, at least in some way. I got to figure that part out yet. But fantastic episode. I loved all of this. Yeah, I'm shocked how much Ghost Rider we actually did get, and it tickled me so much. And speaking of Ghost Rider, man, Coulson, he was like, apparently he was aware of the original Ghost Rider. He's like, yeah, Yeah, he's been to the other side. But, like, I guess maybe he found out after the fact. Or maybe they had a talk with Robbie about the original Ghost Rider when they were talking about everything and how this passed on. Otherwise, I feel like he shouldn't have been all that surprised if he had always known about the original Ghost Rider. Because I guess I don't know. I'm a little kind of like, a little falling apart thinking about that line. Because it implies that he's known about the Ghost Rider longer than he's led on. But then he seemed so shocked and confused about the existence of Robbie. I don't know. Because he was like, if the original Ghost Rider was able to come back, then I doubt this is the last time we're seeing Robbie or whatever. So I was like, okay. I don't know. Maybe there was some conversation that was had off screen that informs upon that. But anyway, fantastic episode. Can't wait to see where we go from here now that we have doppelganger robots infiltrating S.H.I.E.L.D. now. That's terrifying. And how long has she been in there? She's like treated like a prisoner, like an animal. Oh my god. Ooh, how long is that going to drag out for? Anyway, guys, I'm going to pass it off to you. Sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We're carrying the conversation after the video. Hope you enjoyed the reaction. If it did, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already. Remember, if you want to see the full-length reaction, as always, you can check it out over on Patreon, or if you're a member of the channel, get you access as well. And speaking of before we go, I want to shout out our channel legends. Many share your recording Scott, Robert, Anguiano, Jeffrey L, Jake Cottrell, Eric Official, Casey Wood, and Russell Crockett. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. But that's it for this video, guys, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everybody.